Today we are going to disassemble and reassemble a airsoft gun. I jumped. Repause. But the point is, I'm using a knife, but we can use a screwdriver, but they both work very well. You want to make sure you don't strip the screws because that could ruin the gun, and it's really necessary to get them out. Now, if you guys have any issues getting them out, I recommend use a screwdriver. It is not a long job, but doing it works very well. Me and my friend Jordan talked about this already, but when you do it, you have to make sure you do it the right way or you're going to mess everything up. And what I'm trying to make you guys understand is how to reassemble it afterwards. Now, if there's anything wrong with your gun, like it's not firing or it seems like it's just shooting here, it makes a loud noise, that could be because the bullets get stuck in this chamber right here, which I'll show you guys when I open it up, which is never good, or it gets stuck in the barrel. Now, you don't want that to happen. It is not very good, and it's definitely not something that would help. It's like this: if you get it stuck in there, you're gonna have to take the gun apart no matter what. Depending on what model you guys have, depending on what you have to do to take it apart. Mine, yes, you can see it's pretty easy setup to pull apart. But here's the spring that sometimes is not very easily to put together. As we can see, there's a little weight. What I like to show you guys is, when you look here, there's a safety. The safety is here to stop this from coming out. Now, for instance, I have a pretty nice gun, but however, it has got broken before. I had this problem and I had to take it apart firsthand, and I never knew how to in the beginning. But the point is, as long as you guys do it the right way in the beginning, you will not have to worry about it. It's not too hard and not too difficult. And what I'm going to do is show you how to take the clip apart when I'm done taking the gun apart. I'm probably going to just put the gun back together before I take the clip off, because that's probably the best idea to do, to show you guys. See, it made a click sound, but what I'm about to do is not going to be very fun. You have to shoot it sometimes if it's stuck. Now, the reason it gets stuck is because that's your fire mechanism, which, as you can see, the gun is apart. Now, putting this back together, you have to do it the right way or you ruin the gun. What I like to do first is take this piece and put it in here. Then we take, after we get this piece in, it's a little tricky, you put that back in there. You cock it back to see it's set. You put this piece back in here like so, which is going to be a problem right now. But as you can see, it's not too hard. But the problem is, I'm having a little trouble with it today. But so far, I got it back together. What you guys want to make sure you don't do is get any of the parts put in the wrong place or just randomly mess it up. It could be either the fact that there's a piece broken in the gun that's making it not work, or like I said earlier, there could be a bullet lodged in this top part right in here. Now, that's what happened to my gun. It stopped working because this part, there was a bullet in there. Couldn't really do anything against it. Only thing I didn't know about it until I took it apart. But if you take it apart as soon as the problem happens, you should not have any more problems with the gun. Now, if you do, I will probably make a new video to explain the new problem you're having. but that will be my later video when I get a chance to do it. So I'm gonna have to figure out what's causing your guns to be messing up. See, I already messed up. You do not want to do that. You want to put this in here first, and then you throw this piece on, like so. It does take some time to do it, because you don't want to mess up the parts, like I said. Most of it works pretty easily going back, just like anything else you would take apart, but sometimes it just never works out in your favor. Now, what I'm trying to make you guys understand is how you make sure you don't break the gun. See, I'm having issues putting this piece back in, and that's not good, because I need to make sure I can get it back inside. See, there's probably, yep, I'm correct, I'm supposed to put it in this spot so it won't get caught up on the thing. But the point is, as long as you make sure the gun is set in the right spot and everything's together in here, which isn't not too hard, a little shaky still, but we can handle. And that's how we put our gun together. Now, any questions that you need about Airsolf, I should be able to answer. That's how we put the gun together. As you can see, the screws are in there. What we're going to do right now is take this apart, which is going to make the bullets go flying out, but I'm not too worried. What we want to start is, we take this part off. We take the screws out, in both screws from top and bottom. Now, there's a screw on the below half, the lower half, that you should take out before these two. But I just took these out to make it a fast video. But, point is, if you guys do it the right way, none of your gun parts or anything will be broke. And they will be simply, easily to take off like this. And as you can see, what's inside here is a spring, a weight that helps it fire, which is very effective. And I forgot to put this in, so I'm gonna put this in for you guys. Safety mechanism is now set. Now, what we want is to make sure we put this back in like this, low. Nothing too hard. As long as you know how to do it. We want to place this down on top. Make sure this piece is hanging out, because this is the only way it'll work. What we want is both screws to be in place, top and bottom, before you screw it in. Now, you do not want to screw them in crooked, and you do want to make sure it's tight. So when you're done, it will be able to fit right, and you will be able to prove that the gun's got accuracy at the end. Now, that's what this video is mostly about, to make sure your gun shoots right. And I want it to shoot right. If you guys have any issues, let me know. My name is James. You can look me up on Facebook, Lame James Love, or something like that. You can look me up on Facebook or Skype, or even Instagram. Jordan has an Instagram. He might be willing to share his, if he can remember it offhand.
J Butler 212. J with the J-A-Y.
Now, me and him are best buds. Basically, we're cousins. But the video the end part of we're about to talk about is about safety, and the matter is that this is how I just did this gun entirely by myself, and learned how to do it in a day, which is very effective. Nothing's wrong with it. You can see clearly. I can't shoot it because we don't have a place to shoot it to prove that it works, but this is the best way to do it. Now, Jordan, let's talk about safety. How should we? Now, what we should tell these kids, what we need to know about safety matters. You gotta help out. You're part of the video. You have to talk. You know what safety is? We have to make sure we have gun safety and the other safety. Gun safety. Never point a gun towards a person. Never hold it the wrong way or have it loaded at any times that you're not firing directly. And make sure the safety is literally on.
Snap them up, chop it up, you know, you should Google me.
And reassemble a gonna disable. Oh shit! There's some problems here. This is gonna be hard. I don't do videos often. Today we are going to
These nuts.
That's getting
Got him.
Okay, we are going to dissemble and reassemble a airsoft gun. Today I'm using a knife because I don't have a screwdriver, but they both work very well. What we want to do is start off and take the screws out, which it works very well. See, what you want to do